Remember Mewtwo? Back in the Genetic Apex days, this Pokemon was the name of the game. As the card pool expanded, power creep happened, and now Mewtwo is nowhere to be seen. Yet this Pokemon actually got buffed thanks to rare candy. Accelerating Gardevoir's evolution is a big deal, as you can enable Psychic Sphere on your first attack to then Side Drive back to back. Today, we're gonna let Mewtwo shine again. Behold, 2025's version of the good old Mewtwo Gardevoir combo. Nowadays, the game is faster than it used to be, which is why we run a lineup of trainer cards to quickly enable our Gardevoir consistently. We play a full set of routes and Gardevoir, with no Curlia to be seen. This makes our Pokemon communication more precise, as we run a total of 7 Pokemon. A full set of Iono helps us hunt for rare candy to complete our combo. The game plan is simple. We lead off with Mewtwo, drop routes, give it a candy, and then Side Shadow to give Mewtwo all the energy. Mewtwo's Side Drive is still very strong, allowing us to one-hit KO most meta-relevant Pokemon. Mew is our 5th basic Pokemon, providing us with an alternate win condition that can hard counter the meta's most threatening powerhouses. Due to the nature of Mewtwo's offense, I found Sabrina and Guzma to be his best supporters. Sabrina helps us seal the deal in the end game, while Guzma counters all the capes, making sure our opponents stay within Side Drive range. Mewtwo is back, ladies and gentlemen. While he may have lost his title of Meta King, accelerating onto Gardevoir makes Mewtwo better than he's ever been. Click on the link in the description down below to head on over to tactor.com, where you will find all of my decks. And you can share yours. What Pokemon should I put the ground next? You decide. Background battle. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have a solid day. Enjoy the games. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Let's play some Mewtwo. And actually get to feel edgy about it. As, I think a routes lead works for now. Because leaving my Mew EX exposed like that is a bit of an issue. As we're facing Snorlax with grass. I'm not really sure what this is. How the times have changed. How the mighty have fallen. This deck used to be everywhere. And I never actually, I don't think I ever uploaded a Mewtwo deck. I don't know if maybe I did like an edgy version of it, but I don't recall it. I think this may be my first Mewtwo deck ever. And we got some, a lot of potential here. A lot of potential here. I do want to drop 1 Mew, I think, because it does give us the collapse. It would be nice. Like, it's faster with the Gardevoir, basically, and I can ram them. As I prepare the rare candy for them. We have Gardevoir with 110 HP, so unless they equip something like a Rocky Helmet, I will be able to survive Snorlax's collapse. Which is really important. And I think that's what we want to do. I think we want to apply that kind of offense from the get-go. Especially because the way, like, our Mew just doesn't quite get us there. So, offensive Gardevoir, here we go. Forcing them to have the berry. We don't threaten this with a 2 KO. But we get to really apply the pressure here. And we do want to find Mewtwo, though. They're spreading. They're spreading. Still threatening with that Snorlax, though. Like, once they find Berry, they can attack us. So we gotta be wary. I really want to find Mewtwo. And with Pokemon communication, I like my chances quite a bit. There we go. Okay. I need to think about how we approach this. I may want to pivot into the Mew. and preserve the Mewtwo in the back. I like this play because if they happen to have Berry, they get to like, they threaten my Mewtwo with 100 damage, and that's kind of what we want to be using to finish off the game here, because we have the ability to run through a lot of other things. We do play Guzma that can take away the Leaf Cape. As now, Pokemon Communication is king. Pokemon Communication is insanity. As we can, you know, force that second Gardevoir with the rare candy. And oh, baby, we go to town. I'm about to sneeze. It's just too much for me to handle. Okay, let's think about this, because Meowscarada can come in and just completely decimate us. So I think sending in Gardevoir is ultimately better to finish off the Snorlax. Preserve you in the back. Go for a double Psy Shadow to build up the Psy Shot. 110 HP is enough for us to survive everything here. And we place the energy onto the Mewtwo here. And get rid of the first Snorlax. We have to pit around our opponent's Meowscarada, basically. Like, we have to find a way to not succumb to it as they send in this Snorlax. And with a Giant Cape, we can guarantee Mewtwo survives the Meowscarada attack, and I just need to buy time to find Guzma. Finding Guzma is everything, because Guzma can allow me to one-shot the Meowscarada. Let's see if they have the berry, though. No, they don't. And the moment I see Guzma, I just go all in. I have 5 cards left in the deck. But the Giant Cape is important for me to dodge certain attacks. It's my best play here. I don't want to leave my Mewtwo exposed. So I'm going to Psy Shot. Because I know they cannot bury and play in a damage booster. Like, even if they have Giovanni, they can't bury Giovanni the same turn. So this 110 HP stat from Gardevoir is perfect for this scenario. It allows us to apply pressure and not have to worry about her going down immediately. As she will tank that hit, and now I can pivot. While we continue to build up our other Pokemon, so we're not overly dependent on her, but we don't want to leave our EX Pokemon exposed. There you are. There you are. Beautiful. So now we just send in Mewtwo with a Giant Cape. To end things. Giant Cape on to Mewtwo so we don't succumb to a red. Energy onto Gardevoir. Make that a double. And get this out of here. This is why we play Guzma over cards like Giovanni and Red. Leaf Cape has made a big impact on the meta, and being able to just deny it allows Mewtwo to one-shot a lot of stuff, like Meowscarada. But also, for example, we get to run through... Yeah, there it is. There it is. We're ready. Mom Spaghetti! We were always ready. Always assume the worst, ladies and gentlemen. Surviving that red. And letting Guzma finish them. Oh no. GG! Reginori! Clean. Clean. Bring your boy back. From the forgotten meta. He still packs a punch. Round 2. What do we got now? We got some darkness. Could be very likely to be Darker Giratina. And we have a good opener. But we do need to find our pieces quickly. Because if it's Darker Giratina and they find both Pokemon and they start building them up, like, we need to be able to push through them. But it's Arceus instead. It could be Arceus, Darkrai, Crobat. The same thing applies though. We gotta find our stuff. Build up our hand for potential IO no. Double routes and a Pokeball getting us another basic. I wanna keep all these in hand. Because again, IO no, if I build up my hand more, IO no can help us find that early Gardevoir. Like, I would love to see Gardevoir as early as next turn so I can start attacking this Arceus and threaten it immediately. Like, this is a race. And I gotta make the decisions that can lead to us getting where we want to get. Sabrina is tempting though. Oh my goodness. We have the rare candy. And the IO no. The problem is not having the... They're gonna ping me down to like 2 more pings. Okay, let's apply the energy here. And let's play the Giant Cape. Basically, the Giant Cape allows me to survive the Darkrai attack by 10. As they Sabrina me instead, okay. And we find double rare candy. Like, now I kind of really want to, I don't know. Because we're just being slowed down too much. I want to go for the Iono and really try to see if I can find that Gardevoir. Into rare candy, of course. Now we're talking. We have another Mewtwo here, which I like. And we're in a situation where a Sabrina top deck, if they don't develop anything else, could be insane here. But we wanted to get that Gardevoir early, which is why we went for the Iono. We had a lot of pieces there, but we just did not find the final component. And we have enough health to a position where we can actually, like, unless they have a red, we can run through them. If I get the kill on this Arceus, Sabrina is just amazing. They Iono us. That may help. That may help. I mean, that's a lot more promising. That's just one card away from getting double Gardevoir going. And oh boy, double Gardevoir makes a massive difference, but so does Crobat. But they need to find another Arceus. Like, if I can run through this Arceus, like, I have enough HP here. We do not hesitate. We side drive to run through this. And because of the Giant Cape, we can survive a Dark Prism, Nightmare, or a Ping from Darkrai, unless they have a boost. Now they need rare candy into Crobat and a second Arceus. So the odds of that are like I mean, with that research, they could get there, but they'd have to be very, very lucky. Okay, now I'm starting to get worried. Now I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm concerned. Now I am concerned. Okay. Got him. Easy. I mean, even if they have a giant cape, we have the Guzma. Easy peasy. I was like, oh god. They have it. Oh, very nice. Good call with the Iono earlier. That's why we run a full set of Iono in this deck. It's sometimes the hand can be like, oh man, I have like almost everything. This is looking really good. I can set up 2 Gardevoirs and everything. But if you don't set up the first Gardevoir early, Mewtwo just loses a lot of necessary speed, really, to match up with a lot of what other players are doing. So that's why I went with this like hard mulligan approach. Like, we want to find Gardevoir as early as humanly possible. And then we go on from there. That's the basis of our strategy. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's go for another one. Keep going first. Against fighting, I don't mind though. That's pretty neat. We got the Mew and the routes. Mew, you know, depends on what we're facing. Okay, Meowth is not what I was expecting. At all. Meowth. Nunny. I do like that double routes. I do like the Mewtwo. I'm gonna need at least one Mewtwo, so we're gonna drop that down. I'm gonna keep this second route in hand for now because we do have a Pokemon communication. We have Iono as well. Unknown. What are you checking? What the wait, no, don't you Mars me. Why are you checking my stuff? What are you doing? Who are you? Oh, okay, so that's why they don't care. Well, I'm gonna go for the research. Build up my hand. There's the Pokemon communication, and there's the Pokeball. Okay. Now I do want to drop that route because now I do have that second Pokemon to go for. Like, this is a guaranteed Gardevoir. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a guaranteed Gardevoir at this point. It's important to keep that in mind because if we draw a rare candy, we can get that going. I'm going to go ahead and Scythe Shot them. I see fighting energy, but I see no fighting type, so I have no typing advantage here. Kind of annoying. But we're gonna Scythe Shot the Meowth and go on from there. They do Mars us. To be expected. But that just helps us. It takes our hand and it perfects it. Stop. Stop. No. Stop. Stop right now. No. Stop. Not like this. Do not flip heads and hit my rare candy. Like, what are the odds of that happening? Right? Like, that, no. No. Enough of this. No. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. I was gonna do that to them. I was gonna build up the Mew and try to discard their hand. See how you like that? Okay, that's more like it. Psychic on psychic, huh? I mean, we got that Mewtwo, and we got the routes, and depending on the situation, like I'll develop Mew or Mewtwo EX, and I can keep the other one in hand to serve as potential fodder for Pokemon communication to find this Gardevoir, because we're at a point where, you know, there's 1 route left in the deck and then 2 Gardevoirs. Okay, I've heard of this deck. It's basically the Snorlax Greninja Giratina lineup, but instead of Snorlax, they play Tapu Lele. And cards like Sabrina will be really important. Now we guarantee Now we guarantee Pokemon communication leading to a gardevoir. I still have to make a decision, like who to develop here. Like I have Mewtwo and Mew. Like, is it double Mewtwo or is it gonna be Mewtwo into Mew? Like, why would I prioritize Mew for speed? Just gonna go for that energy arrow, but that's what I don't like about Tapu Lele combined with Giratina. Like, you're compelled to attack. Okay, see, now we have to make a decision though. With one Gardevoir here in the mix, here, I think double Mewtwo is where it's at. No, Mew allows us to hit that quickly, but Mewtwo just hits harder. Mewtwo guarantees the kill on Giratina. I think we prioritize the Mewtwo. I think we could just go double Mewtwo. We Pokemon communication the Mew. We were Candy onto Gardevoir. Give the energy on to you. Bring the energy to Mewtwo in the back. And Psychic Sphere. The moment they attack is the moment they don't get to develop energy fast onto Giratina, basically. Double Tapu Lele over there. And we just need to have 2 Mewtwo's online. That's basically the gist of it. If this Tapu Lele remains on the front and we get a kill with the Psychic Sphere, yeah, this is a mistake. I would have pivoted to force Mewtwo side drive. That's a big mistake right there. This is a rare candy. Because I can set up the energy on you. And I can get a kill on this Tapu Lele with my Mewtwo Psychic Sphere without having to resort to the side drive. And that's really big because it allows me to line up the Mewtwo in the back. They need to deal with both. Yeah, it's checkmate. Like, that's the gist of it. It's difficult to reach that conclusion. You have to really understand what's going on in the game to make that decision, but you have to pivot the Tapu Lele into the other one. Because then I leave myself in a situation where if I go for the side drive onto the fresh Tapu Lele, you can bring in the Giratina, revenge my Mewtwo, and I do not have enough time to build up the Mewtwo in the back. But by letting me kill your Tapu Lele in the front with a Psychic Sphere, I don't have to invest 2 energy onto Mewtwo that turn, which means I can put that key second energy onto the Mewtwo in the bench, and then you're done. You're done because you need to resort to Giratina to knock out one of my Mewtwo's, but the moment you do that, the second Mewtwo will knock you out. So that just goes to show how, like, even the minor, like, decision making is everything in Pokemon Pocket, and just one decision alone really just completely changes the outcome of a match. It's pretty wild. A lot of, like, more casual players don't quite grasp this, right? Like, it's quite an intricate game. It's a simple game, but that doesn't mean it's not. It can also be quite complex at times. And I'm just like yapping. I think that was an interesting game overall, and really shows the decision of the potential that Mewtwo has still as a finisher. Just hitting 150 damage allows it to one-shot Giratina no matter what after it attacks, even if it has a giant cape on. And that's why I also think Guzma is such a great fit for Mewtwo overall, because 150, like, so many EX relevant Pokemon succumb to that. Only with tools do they get to, surpass that threshold, and Guzma can shut it down. I don't know, I put quite a bit of thought. Like, I never thought I would, like, actually be excited to cook a Mewtwo deck, and here we are. How the times have changed. All right, what do we got now? A little bit of fire. If this is Charizard, then Mew could be pretty good. What? Oh, Turtonator, the one and only. Motherfucking Turtonator, okay. Let's draw. Let's see what we get. Guzma into research. No other basics. I am ready to get Marsed. I think I'd rather see a Mars than a Kiawe, though, to be honest. Like, a Kiawe for a Turtonator lead. Like, every single time I've queued into Turtonator, they've always had turn 1 Kiawe. It's like a superpower. So, you know, I wouldn't mind if that's just not the case. You know, no, it's just like every goddamn time. Like clockwork. I'm gonna go for the research again. I have this rare candy gardevoir here. And oh my god, bro. I can't knock this out. Even the combination of Side Shot and then mimicking their attack does not allow me to deal with this Fire Spin. And I'm in massive trouble. I'm in massive trouble. I need to find a way to navigate around this. I had to communicate here. No, maybe I shouldn't have. I mean, I don't have another route, so I stand by this, I think. Yeah, finding Mewtwo is important. Finding Mewtwo is important. We need to rare candy. Onto Gardevoir. Bringing Mewtwo. Pivot. And Sphere. Yeah, this pivot is super important. This pivot is everything. They're gonna Fire Spin us again. We can tank that though, because we're motherfucking Mewtwo. It's what we do. And do I want to Iono now? I have a rare candy, a Guzma, and a bunch of useless shit. And I don't really think Double Cape is as important here. I'm gonna go for the Iono. Try to mess up with their hand as well, as they may be trying to build up some stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of our basics. And we've already played Pokemon Communication. We have a rare candy, though. And I like the idea of developing a healthy Mewtwo. Then again, does it matter? No, it's probably just better to do this. Put the energy on the Mew. Go for the Side Shadow on the Mewtwo. And Psychic Sphere to knock this Turtonator out. Because now if they want to bring in a Charmander to hit us, then we just blow it back. And we have the Mew online. Having the Mew online is really important because if they stoke, I can hit them with a Side Drive. Interesting. They want to combust us. But now this Charizard cannot attack me. And it's checkmate. I don't understand that play. They should not have evolved. But the problem is the moment they send in the Charmander to try to kill our Charizard, unless they have a giant cape, my Gardevoir kills it back, right? Because they need a Charmander to be able to attack. But having Mewtwo and Mew, both of them hit it for 150 because Mew copies the Steam Artillery attack and deals 150 damage to it. So just one energy on the Mew was everything that I needed. That was an awkward opener, but through pivoting, preserving our EX Pokemon before going down, not succumbing to the Turtonator. I don't know how. Every time I run into that thing, like they always have Kiawe turn 1. And because of a legitimate threat, I'm a big fan of that combination. I think that combination is quite clever because I think they work well together. As Charizard just needs to come in afterwards and stoke once. and then start firing off. So Turtonator is a great way to net yourself with like 1 or 2 points early and then have Charizard win. Especially combining with cards like Sabrina. I'm a fan of, I think those Pokemon function well together. But I really showcasing the flexibility and the power of like both Mewtwo and Mew here. And how their attacks have never stopped being good, really. It's just about not letting them succumb as easily. And yeah, let's go for a final boss. All right, final boss. What do we got? Grass. Gotta watch out for Meowscarada. We got a Mewtwo lead. Sprigatito. We gotta be careful. As I have Gardevoir in hand, so I'm gonna go for the research first, try to build up my hand. We find the routes, and we have double Iono. Who we may go for. If we really want to accelerate things here. Especially because Iono can disrupt their hand. Okay, so this is Meowscarada with Magnezone. I'm gonna go for this Iono. Because they just picked up a grass type, so if they have a rare candy, the odds of them being able to play Meowscarada immediately are really strong. And oh man, that's why I play Iono. That's why we do it. That's exactly why we do it. Let's drop that Mew in there as well. Let's go for that rare candy. And Turbo Sphere, ladies and gentlemen. And having played Iono, we really hindered their chances of finding rare candy onto Meowscarada. If they do have rare candy onto Meowscarada, then the odds of them having red on top of that are not that great, but they're just building up that Magneton in the back. Yep, and this Guzma is gonna blow it back. And Sprigatito is just like, so help me! Nobody's helping you. Nobody! You're gonna die. What do we do? I mean, I don't see a reason for us to pivot with the Mewtwo, though it is dangerous for him to build up another Sprigatito. I gotta get rid of this. What if I just like pivot the Mew in? The problem is letting my Mewtwo take damage from the Magneton, like a Meowscarada could be quite dangerous. But I think I can live with that. For now, I'm going to place energy on the Gardevoir, actually. While I go for the Psychic Sphere. The reason for this is if they send Magnezone and I bring in Gardevoir, I can potentially... Like, I can swap them, I can kill this Sprigatito before Meowscarada becomes a threat, and then I just have to deal with the Magneton itself, which I can more easily handle. They evolve into that immediately, though. Okay, okay, see, this is a problem. This is a problem. I think Sabrina is better. Yeah, because they just have one more attack with Magnezone. Isn't Sabrina just checkmate? Sabrina is 100% checkmate. As we Side Shadow here, we put the energy on the Mew, we Sabrina them. And we Side Drive away. Oh, clean. Clean. And you got one attack left. One attack left. And no more Meowscaradas. I killed both cats. Checkmate. That Sabrina was everything. And I get to Thunder Blast without losing energy. This is Mew things. Mew things, why have they not conceded? Smoke them. Hack them. And smack them. Show me that giant cape. Show me that giant cape. Oh, you ain't got a giant cape? Oh, brother. Oh, please. Gardevoir for the finish. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. I haven't ran into Meowscarada Magnezone in a bit. It was quite relevant in the past meta. But good to see we can handle it just fine. Meowscarada is a big problem for Mewtwo, but that's why Double Giant Cape is really important. And that's essentially Mewtwo in 2025. I'm not saying this deck is a top tier meta deck. Like, there are definitely some issues. The game has sped up to a degree where if we don't find the Gardevoir early, we can run into all sorts of trouble. It's also important to note that the meta is gravitating a little bit towards a lot of hand disruption as well. So I think rare candy decks in general are going to take a little bit of a hit within the next few weeks. Because I've been running into, I mean, as you guys can see, there's a lot of Mars. There's even like red card on both ladder and random battles as well. Like, people are really catching up to like attacking the hand, basically. I haven't ran into like a Persian deck. And that is also something to consider. But it is definitely very much playable, very much competitive. And if you're still a big fan of Mewtwo decks, then this one has been working wonders for me. So leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for your continued support. We'll be back to streaming soon, as now, you know, the entire week is... The thing is, like, I didn't have a video for today. Like, this recording, I'm recording this on the same day I'm uploading it because I had content prepared. You know, my parents visited for the weekend, and then the Gengar was like the last video that I had ready. And now I need to catch up so that I still have daily uploads for you guys. But as soon as I get that under control, the streams will be back online. And, you know, we'll do all sorts of good stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying. Love you. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.